Hey, good evening, Finn family. This is Joy, Tara, my sexy bitch right there. We're welcoming you to the podcast tonight. We just want to, first of all, say thank you to everybody who has followed us and who has watched the broadcast last week. So we're so happy. So let's get into it. Let's roll. Remember, we are unfiltered and we are unscripted. So roll it out. I first want to talk about the offense. I first want to talk about the safety. That 2 points, girl. Give it to me. Let it roll.
I think that killed us. I mean, it came at a terrible time. It was a terrible play call. Don't fucking understand that. Poor execution. I mean, Waddle had to jump for it. That gave that guy plenty of time to come get his ass. I don't know, Joy. I don't know.
I don't know. What I saw was Waddle. I just thought about him and I just thought, what was he thinking? He was probably like, what the fuck was that? What just fucking happened? Right?
I think he knew. I think he knew that was the play call. But I'm sure he's looking at Jacoby like, why are you not putting it in my hands? I don't understand why there wasn't some sort of like sneak there. I don't understand. And wasn't Shaheen open in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
So Jacoby, I think, did not execute the way he should have. But for me, this loss is for me on the coaches. I think it was poor play calling. I thought we did well first quarter. I thought even the line was doing okay. Then we went to bed the second and third quarter again. And listen, I'm all for Miami miracles, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting a little tired of it. I'm getting real tired of having to come back. You know, we were up 14-0.
Right. And then the Raiders came back with 25 unanswered points. I mean, I was starting to pop the Xanax. Let's be truthful here. I was so nervous, but I was so excited at first. I was like, this is amazing. This is what we are about. Show everybody what we're about. And then it shit the bed. Again, it shit the bed.
This sucks. I lost a bet. I'm not happy about that. I don't know. I want to hear something different than what we hear all the time in the press conference. Oh, that's on me. Oh, you know, I love Coach Flores. I love him. Mm-hmm. But I kind of think that if we're going to criticize him for anything, it's his offense. And, you know, we should have never let go of Chad O'Shea.
That's what everybody's been saying.
I did read an article that said his plays were too complex. And I'm going, too complex for who? Our quarterbacks? That's a problem. You know, I think that who is evaluating the talent? Haven't we let go a couple players that are doing really well right now on other teams? Hey, and all, you know, I don't think we have any answers. I don't think we're gonna. I thought they did better than Buffalo.
Oh, absolutely.
It wasn't
absolutely, but we saw more in the fourth quarter. We saw Jacoby open up in the fourth quarter. So between the second and the third, we were sleeping. And I have to say the defense must have been sleeping too. 25 unanswered points.
They spent a lot of time on the field. I mean, again, we can't keep leaving them out there. We can't. But by the way, our 25th consecutive game with a takeaway. Hey,
that's right. That's right.
Fuck up about that. But I loved it. I love it. I love it. It's it's a great record to have. I was impressed that we, after falling completely apart, I was impressed that we came back to take it to OT.
Right. 100 passing yards for Jacoby. But then what happened? Sanders had that missed field goal. Okay. There's 3. The safety, 2. Right now we're at 5. Okay. Yes, we had the passing interference. We can all agree that sucked. Okay. I understand that.
Yeah.
But okay, there too. We had penalties that nobody was happy about. And I just feel that if we were to have had a game from beginning to end the way we played the fourth quarter, we all wouldn't be complaining right now. But yet, here we are complaining.
It's been like that for the last couple of years, though, hasn't it? Like, we fall asleep. We don't have answers in the second half until the very end. Look, I love a good comeback, but I want to dominate. I don't, I don't want to lose a 14-point lead. Hey, Rich.
Hey, Rich, fins up, buddy.
We're just talking about you. Right? That's him, right?
Yes, we were.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
We will get back to you on that, Rich. Stay tuned.
Yeah. We can't be blowing. You know what we do? We play not to lose. And that aggravates me. I want to play to win. We should have won the game. We should have. And I'm getting tired of saying should have. Listen, I'm shocked that nobody's been fired yet. And this 2 offensive coordinator gimmick, I'm over it. It's not working. I'm over it.
Right.
I was kind of missing Chan Gailey, if I'm being honest.
Oh, no. Girl.
Oh, there's the 333. That's who I lost my bet to.
Oh.
Damn it.
We're sorry for your win. So let's talk about the overtime. Here we are. Again, I don't feel we should have won in overtime, but we were. Okay. So let's talk about that a little bit, because here we were. We faced a team 2-0, their house, their home. And here we were in overtime. I was getting very excited. Again, another nail biter, that we were talking about. But I just feel like so much went wrong in every quarter that I guess you're right. We're getting a little tired of that. The 2 OCs, I have to say, I am with you on that. Now, last week, I was kind of in between. I wanted to give them an opportunity. Of course, I was still wallowing in my sorrows after the blowout loss, against Buffalo. But I do believe, do they even communicate? I'm wondering, do they communicate?
When does Flores get tired of this shit? I mean, how surely he sees it's not working. Surely he said, listen, I'm sure they're communicating. But God, surely he's looking at this. Although, since he's been here, we've had problems with the offense. Now, I get he's a defensive minded.
Yes, I was just going to say that.
Okay, but, there's 2 sides.
Now he's the head coach, numero uno.
Yeah.
He has to take control of this team. And every coordinator, his defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinators, plural, all of it. I think he's trying to do that, but I don't know who's in his ear right now telling him different. Is somebody in his ear telling him, what, maybe that's not going to work. Maybe we should have put Sinet in. Here we were last season going back and forth, Fitzy, Tua, Fitzy, Tua. I mean, was he thinking about that? In between that second and third quarter, I'm talking about, because fourth quarter, he looked amazing. But what was he thinking? I mean, that's what I'm thinking through this whole thing. He needs to take control of it.
My whole thing was, when we started to come back, why do we wait to play that kind of offense until we're behind?
That's right.
This makes no sense. Listen, I didn't think I really didn't think Jacoby did awful. I mean, it wasn't awful to me. And I thought there was some improvement. I felt a little better about it anyway. I would not put Sinet in yet. I would not. He did. Jacoby definitely gave all he had. He definitely, I felt, especially in that fourth quarter. Why was it not that way in the beginning?
Right. Where was his enthusiasm?
I want you to go. You're up 14. I don't care. Mm-hmm. Keep going. I don't like this sitting back and being conservative. I don't like conservative, especially this team, because we fall apart.
That's right. Bust ass from the minute that time clock starts to the end. Bust your fucking ass. And I want to see that the whole time. And I think the majority of fans, every fan, I believe, wants to see that.
Play
it's just not happening
all the time. That's what I want to see. Play like you're all the time. I'm tired of nail biters. I am. They're nice when they happen, right? We get excited and how many miracles. Okay. I want to be dominant. I do. So I
cut the shit, right, Tara?
Yeah. Play like, I really think you need to play. I don't care if you're up 28-0.
Yeah.
Play like you're, it's 17-14. Play like that.
I want to see momentum.
Yeah.
I want to see the crowd getting excited from the beginning to the end. Not silent in between, not angry in between, nothing.
They had a great crowd, though. I know John Gruden said today that there were a lot of Miami fans, and
that was amazing. All those pictures and everything we saw. What an amazing group. I really like that.
Yeah, I do too. So now we've got the Colts, which I guarantee a win. There's no way we lose.
They are 0-3. Carson Wentz did have those 2 sprained ankles, last game against the Titans. So, of course, he's toughening it out, and he is going, I'm understanding is going to play. There shouldn't be a loss there. We shouldn't be angry, but I get their 0-3. But again, like you said, we need to be enthusiastic. We need to pull it off from beginning to end. I see a win. And I have to say now, last week I was a little conservative. I won 17-14. So give me your prediction.
28-10, Miami.
Ooh, 28-10. And in our house, too. Oh, I'm liking that, girl. I'm liking that. Okay. I am going to go with 24-17. I'm going to say it because, again, there are times where we kind of go off a little bit. Okay, we kind of wax and wean here. I feel that there are going to be times where, they're going to put points on the board. I'm hoping for a lower score because I'm hoping that our defense look at Jones with that 85-yard return. I mean, the defense is outstanding. And I just feel that we still need to get it together with Jacoby. We need to, all aspects, we need to get it together. So I just feel like we still need a little help on offense. Our offensive line, we could talk about them too. We're fucking blue in the face, you and me. So how do you think they handled it Sunday?
I don't think that Coach Flores goes home and allows the team to fuck it up again. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And if he does, I think we need to talk about, coking it up.
I was going to say it, girl. Say it.
Because that's pretty bad. This is not the team that I was expecting to see. But this is the team we have.
That's right. We have to work with what we have. I mean, everybody's talking about trade this person, trade that one, do this, do that. But what are we going to do now? This is who we have now. So let's talk about now. Present time. Not the past, not the future, not next year's draft. Now, because we still have a shot at the playoffs. If we play like we did again in the first quarter and in the last, I feel we have a playoff run. That's just me. That's my positivity, girl. You know me and my positivity.
And that calls it being dumb. Dummies thinking we're going to the Super Bowl, right? Yes, yes. I think we do. I'm not a fan of these, start out slow in the beginning of the season. We do have a pretty easy schedule coming up, though.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to work in our favor, I think. We need
that's right.
Kobe to gel a little bit more, maybe. This be his second week.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. I think we need to give that a little more time. I'm happy that Indy is 0-3. This may give the opportunity for Jacoby, especially in our house. That enthusiasm from all of us fans. Maybe that will, gel together. That's my hope anyway.
Mine too. I won't be at the game this Sunday coming. I'm not going to travel to Florida. I'll be staying here. But I plan on going to the Atlanta game. And hopefully by then, shit will be even better so that I don't have to walk out of that stadium a fucking loser again. That's so annoying. Oh, God, it's so annoying. Especially when you feel like you're not at home. That's what it feels like sometimes.
Yeah.
And I travel a long way.
Right. As other fans do too.
Yeah. So, hopefully.
I mean, I just feel that we need the win, not the L. Win, no L. We need to be positive. We need to lift it up. Okay. We need to dance. My hope was coming into this broadcast and standing every fan up who is watching this podcast tonight and dancing. We cannot. We want to win so we can do some giveaways, right? We just want to ramp it up. And unfortunately, here we are sitting yet again. Of course, it was not a blowout. Okay, we put the points on the board.
Actually, they did good for me in some of my fantasy football. So I'm not, I'm happy.
But you lost Moolah.
Yeah, I did.
3-3-3.
Yeah, 3-3-3 got my moolah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Me, I went with just the $20. I went with the $20, handing the singles out like I was a freaking stripper.
And forget the money. It's the bragging rights. That's what pisses me off. It's the bragging rights. Now I got to hear it. But he wasn't too bad. There were just a few gifts or GIFs, however they say it, that he sent me, which I ignored.
Oh, do share. I'm intrigued.
Yeah. No, well, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I know that Raiders are, 3-0 now, so they're not a bad team, and
No.
we came back on them. So what does that say about the Raiders, really?
That, I feel that, are they good? Yeah, but obviously they're not the greatest. Like people are raving about Super Bowl this, oh, please. Absolutely not. That's a snooze fest as far as you ask me. I mean, around here, I'm telling you, it's bad. It's bad. They're gearing up for Halloween, so we need to get our ass together. And we need to get our ass together yet again for Sunday. And I'm going to remain positive. But Sanders, too, please. He needs to make the field goals.
One play that we did not go for a field goal, which surprised me. And what did he miss? It was a 40, 48?
48.
The guy's been solid. I mean,
he's the GOAT.
Yeah, he is. So, I don't hate him too much. I don't hate him too much. I'm okay with
No, and honestly, I don't feel we took that L because of that either.
No, for me, this loss is definitely on the coaches. They seem unprepared or stupid. I'm telling you, it had me missing Chan Gailey.
Do we really miss him though?
Well, I did during
Well,
that.
then they had to have been fucking horrible for you and I to just say that right now. Write it down. I'm writing it down. I need my notebook. I'm writing that down. Tara said we need Chan back.
No, bitch. I did not say we need Chan back. I said I missed him this game.
Right.
Because at least he knew what he had. I felt. Towards the end, I ended up talking to somebody, and I think it was Antoine Staley I talked to about this. Because you know how much I hated Chan Gailey.
We both did.
Towards the end of the season, I believe it was Antoine, because he's usually the go-to guy that I will talk to about the game. And so, at least he knew what he had and what was going to work. And so that started to make me think, well, he must be seeing something that, we don't get to see, and so this past game, it felt like they didn't know what they had, or they did, so I just felt like, are these all new people coming in? It just feels that way to me sometimes.
I feel we have a what could be powerhouse team. We have Eichenberg, Fuller, Waddle, Tua. We have all these up and coming. And to be able to utilize them and mold them together like a puzzle piece, right? It feels like we're throwing out all these puzzle pieces. They're the players, and we're not putting them together where they need to be. That's the way I look at it. We utilize Eichenberg on the right side. I thought, okay, maybe he is a lefty. Oh, okay, maybe we could play him in another position. I think he'd benefit more on the left. So take that puzzle piece, who was Eichenberg, and put him on the left side. The problem is shouldn't we have been doing this during preseason before the season started? So now I feel like we're still putting those puzzle pieces together. And we're going into game 4.
Well, I wonder if there's some sort of issue going on between Flores, Greer. Does Flores have full control? Is he getting what he wants? Does he know what he's doing as far as that side is concerned? I don't know. They keep saying we have to be patient, and I have been patient for a really, really, really long time.
Decades.
And and so I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm not going to be patient anymore. I have to. I have no fucking choice.
Right.
But I just wish that somebody would get this shit together.
And I would like to hear a little more from them. Like I was waiting for the OCs and anybody, coaches, all of them, just to come out and tell us fans face to face what the fuck is going on. I mean, obviously they don't have to use that type of language, but something.
I actually disagree. I actually like the fact that Coach Flores keeps it pretty mum. They don't owe us anything but wins. They don't owe us explanations, right? They do owe us wins because we're faithful. But I love the fact that he's keeping his mouth shut. I love it.
I like it to a point. I mean, or even just to come out and give us some enthusiasm, maybe even if you wanted to put it that way, instead of not telling us everything. Of course, they're never going to tell us everything, but give us some momentum as fans.
That you want to hear from them. What
Rick, whose mouth? Her mouth? My mouth?
Yeah, he's talking about both of our mouths, actually.
I know.
That's 333. That's 333.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so what is it that you want to hear from them? What is it?
Well, I would like to hear to own up to certain things, maybe to own up to the mistakes of maybe the OC should have owned up to the mistake of that terrible pee-wee freaking play we had. Unless I missed something, to say, hey, we screwed up. We're never going to do that. And again, what a fucking embarrassment. Something.
He did come out and say, it was his call. And I think it was listen, is that what you want to be known for? Having the worst fucking call possibly in the NFL?
Well, that's all they're fucking talking about.
That's embarrassing. It was all over. That's
all they'll ever fucking talk about now.
Yeah.
Another Miami Dolphin fucking embarrassment.
Yeah. But the thing was, it was a bad play call and it was bad execution. Jacoby fucked up, and I think they did own that. I think they did. I am tired of hearing, oh, that's on us. We'll watch film. I am tired of hearing it, but what else are they going to do? I mean,
well, maybe stuff like that. Maybe that's what I was trying to get at, was the same thing, the same statements, over and over again. And I do feel, hey, we're all there's going to be some negativity. I mean, I'm angry a lot during those games. And then I calm down again. Glad this podcast is 48 hours after the fact, because then I become an acceptance phase, right? I did post the stages of grief. So if anybody wants to look at that, please do. But I will never jump ship. What do you look? Oh, nice nails, girl.
Yeah, well, that's because I'm in mourning. I decided I never use color on my fingernails, and this is in mourning for that shitty fucking first, play call. Because right from there it went downhill. That was it. Boom. But
then I loved fourth quarter and seeing what we really are capable of, and that was exciting. I do feel that way. I mean, we are ride and die. We will never leave this team. I love it so much. We both love it. We all love it. And there are so many fans out there that agree to disagree and, all of that. And I think that's great conversation, but some are just so negative all the time. So did they reach that acceptance stage? Nurse Joy wants to know. Did they do they need the increase of the benzo from Xanax? Maybe a little Valium. But there's got to be some positivity, and we did have that in that game. So I am proud that they did come back. And I am sad that they lost.
And that's on the players. Players
Right.
really pulled together.
Mhm.
You know, and
Love
listen, I'm glad that they did, but I don't want to see that anymore. I just don't. I just don't
We all
want
don't want to see.
scrambling at the end, you know, trying to do our best. I don't like it. I don't like coming from behind like that when we should have been leading the whole fucking game.
The whole time. Right. And that's what we said last week. Score first. Well, they did. 14-0. And then I thought, what am I watching? What are we seriously watching here? And again, I just, I am looking forward to the Colts, and I do feel we will pull out a fucking win. We will dance. We will. God damn it, girl. We have a lot of ball to play. It's not over. It's just a stepping block. Those puzzle pieces are not all together yet.
Worried about the season yet. But I'd like them to get it together sooner than later, because
I would have thought that was last week. I thought it would have been Sunday after the blowout.
Well,
again, they need to fucking change.
I think you and I might be the only two that think that. I think Flores thinks they're fine. At least that's the way he makes it sound sometimes.
But again, you just said he doesn't say everything all the time. So we don't know really what he's thinking. Again, we both love him. We both want to grow with him. I think a lot of fans like him. But I know you had said Sunday that somebody needs to be fired. Is the list long but distinguished, or is it kind of a short little?
These offensive coordinators, they need to be. Somebody needs to be done. I just feel like, and I think it's a big problem for Flores. I don't know that he's got what he needs to figure out who to bring in. Like, it was very concerning to me that Chad O'Shea's playbook was too complex.
Oh, wait, you just mentioned Chan 3 times in this podcast. Where's my notebook?
Yeah. He was how is it too complex? For who? That's who I want. I want to know for who.
Well,
was it
this
Tua?
is the NFL.
Was it Tua? Too hard for Tua?
Okay.
So I'd also read an article that, somebody tried to change it up and not use the RPO, but they couldn't because Tua couldn't figure it out. So is it Tua? He cannot figure out the complex plays. Fine. He's, young. He's new. Okay. But come on. It's just this dink and dunk shit. Yeah. How many times did Gesicki get hit this week? I mean, how many times Devontae Parker? We have all this speed on.
Yes, we do have a powerhouse.
What the hell? We're never going to use it? Ever? I just.
Well, I mean, again, I hope we do. I just wish it was fucking figured out preseason and, all of that. And unfortunately, it wasn't. But I do firmly believe that they are going to make it work. But I did want to ask you really quick, really quick, is what do you think about Tua and his injury? Do you think he'll be back? Do you think we'll be seeing him anytime soon?
Yeah, I do. What was the timeline? Was it 3 weeks?
I think somebody had said he's going to miss 2 more games.
2 more. I thought he might be back. I hope he's not back for Buffalo. I would not put him there. I would not. I'd rather Jacoby take the hit. But here's my thing. I I saw a lot of yesterday and after the game Sunday, if Tua was in there and if Tua, he's on injured reserve. I don't want to hear about him. I want to hear about the players on the team.
The present.
Yeah.
The present right now. That's me. But again, people are going to agree to disagree on us, but there was a lot of that going on. I felt this is the quarterback, Jacoby, this is who we need to concentrate on. No, move along. And then when he does come back, then we concentrated on it then. But again, I think many would probably disagree with us in Dolphin land. But I do see him maybe 6 weeks out. Fractured ribs, they take 6 weeks to heal. I don't know the location of them or anything, but I do know that it was his affected side. I mean, I thought it was great that he went to Vegas to support the team. I thought that showed really good leadership with that. But again, Jacoby is who we have now. So that's who we have to all talk about.
Here's what I think. I don't think he has fractured ribs. I don't. I think that I think Flores wants to protect him and make sure he heals completely from bruised ribs. I don't think it's fractured, to be honest with you. And I want him to heal completely.
Yes.
But I personally don't think there's fractures. But who knows? It all sounded fishy to me. It just all sounded really fishy to me.
Right. Bruised, fractured, either way, they're ribs where you have movement, and he is the quarterback. So I agree with you. I feel that, you need to keep him out until he's 100% healed. I know people call him injury prone, and everything. The boy had a devastating hip injury. There are long-term side effects to that, no matter how you look at it. The cold, the warm, however you want to look at it. And that's just not saying Nurse Joy. That's just saying common sense. That you're right. They probably do want to protect him.
That's what I think it is. But what do I fucking know? I don't know. It just
I don't fucking know anything either.
It's kind of weird to me. I'd rather them protect him and, get him 100% for the easier part of the schedule. Then he can let it rip.
That's right.
What I'm waiting to see. And so, I think it's unfortunate for him because, he's had to listen to all this bullshit all last year. Now the beginning of this year. How can you properly evaluate the kid? I mean, you can't. You can't. And so I feel bad for him. I'm telling you, it just brings me back to Tannehill days. And the beatings that Tannehill took. And
those were long-ass years for this fan base. Long-ass years.
And I don't want that for this kid. Mm-hmm. I want this kid to succeed. And so I hope that they really figure out what they're going to do with this line so they give this kid his chance.
Right.
I'd hate to see him have to go somewhere else. It's just a shame,
And then what? He could be a star there too. And then we lose out. So we need to, continue on the path of a great defense and continue on the path with that fourth quarter because Jacoby really showed that he can do it and be a part of that puzzle. So anything else before we wrap it up, my girlfriend?
No, I don't think so. It's on to the Colts. So, forget about the Raiders. They're done. We just got to move on.
Move forward. And you know what? Let's hope next week, and we will say it every podcast because it is going to happen. We will dance. Right, girl?
If you say so.
That's right. We will. Head up. And head up, Finn family. We love you and thank you for the support. See you next week. Fins up.